Let's go on to international stuff. We have two things that are really big in the international level. We got Trump closed on the Ukraine mineral deal. That is huge. I tried.
No. So you use the H in there. It's just huge.
It's hard.
Just say huge.
Huge.
There you go.
It's huge.
Yeah, you gotta use the teeth. The teeth gotta be out there.
But pretty crazy how last week we were talking about how, I wonder what Trump is telling Zelensky when they were like literally face to face in that big ass ballroom with two chairs. And I'm here like, he's probably telling Zelensky, if you don't do this, we're going to let Russia take over your own country, motherfucker. And then now they're like, all right, they made a deal. And now we're going to have a mineral Ukraine deal. And I was like, what a coincidence that right after they had that talk, there's a deal. They closed on the deal. So let's take a look at this.
A flagship moment in Ukraine-U.S. relations, a new mineral deal granting Americans preferential access to Ukrainian resources, hailed by President Volodymyr Zelensky as the first concrete outcome of his Vatican meeting with Donald Trump.
Although negotiations were sometimes difficult, the result is strong.
The deal mends frayed relations, and many Ukrainians hope signals an end to the war.
Maybe this will have a good impact for Ukraine because it might push other countries to put pressure on the Russian government, and maybe the war will finally end.
But many Ukrainians remain wary of the Trump administration, if not the American people.
Whatever they're signing over there, they're doing it for their own benefit. It's a win for Trump. As a person, I don't trust him at all.
Fighting in Kherson, fires in Odessa, unexploded bombs in Kyiv. Attacks on Kharkiv, Sumy, and Cherkasy. The deal was signed as the war carried on. Russian missiles and drones still raining down.
That's crazy. The deal was signed as the war carried on. That's
Kyiv
crazy,
has long
bro.
hoped economic leverage could secure greater military support. And the day the deal was signed, the White House authorized more than $50 million in direct weapon sales to Ukraine. The first such approval since Trump returned to the White House.
That's right, make that money.
It was only weeks ago when President
Make
Zelensky
that
announced his
military
intentions to spend
contract
tens
money.
of billions of dollars on U.S. air defense systems. No doubt the hope in Kyiv now is that the latest approval of arms sales is only the beginning. Also on Wednesday, Trump ally Senator Lindsey Graham said he's ready.
All right, so they're making money off of weapons they're selling to Ukraine, supposedly. But they made a mineral deal, which means we're going to have people mining for resources in Ukraine, which supposedly is going to deter Russia to wanting to continue to attack Ukraine. At least that's what people are saying is the plan. I don't really know what the plan is. I just think that was a pretty good idea of Trump saying, you can't pay us back, so we're going to need your stuff. Whatever you got that's valuable, it's ours now, okay? And, supposedly Ukraine's going to get a kickback out of it, so it's not a total loss for Ukraine. Of course, people are not happy about it, and they want to continue having the war because we have people that love war. Yes, they have to have bloodshed. But, a lot of people are going back to those Vietnam times.
What'd you say? Say it again?
Bro, I can never say that word right. He always makes fun of me every fucking time.
Vietnam.
I say Vietnam. I say it spelled like this. Viettknob. That's how
Vietnam.
That's how I say it. I don't know. The accent, bro. And I only speak two
What
languages.
accent is that supposed to be?
I don't know, man. It's an
Vietnam?
accent.
What is that, Indian? Vietnam?
I can do an Indian accent. I'm not gonna try.
Don't.
I'm not gonna try.
No. Just don't.
I can do it though. I can do it. I'm just not gonna do it on camera.
I don't doubt your skills.
But I think this is a good idea, having a minerals deal and pretty much showing the Americans that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's not just all this craziness with tariffs. There's deals behind the tariffs. There's deals behind the threats, And I think that this is just a first of many deals that's going to happen in the next 100, 200, 300 days. So I'm looking forward to more deals. I want to see more deals. I want to see deals with Israel and Gaza. I want to see that close. That needs to close. We're going to talk about that soon. I want to see a deal with Iran. I want to see that. I want to see a deal with China. I want to see a deal with Russia. I want to see this guy be known as the president who not only wrote the art of the deal, but he makes the most deals in 4 years. I want him to be that guy. And I think he should listen to me and be that guy.